these fellas. Hello ladies. Look at these views. Cleveland Hills were a beautiful day. Oh, afternoon, evening. Well, hello and welcome. And thank you very much for clicking on my little YouTube channel. I'm off on a wild camp. It's really just to test my gear out, so I've come to the place that's pretty local to me, and as I said before, I'll tell you about it later, but I don't know if this picks it up, but the Cleveland Hills behind us there. So I'll get set up. I'm not going to bother videoing all the setting up and everything. You see me putting the tent up the other day. I did do a few things wrong with it, which I've noticed. I'll show you that later anyway. So I've got a new mat to try out. I've not so christened that, and a little camping table that I got. So right, it's beautiful. The camera's doing this justice. That wind's an easterly wind, like, so quite cold. You probably hear it there blowing over me. Right, I'll get down and have a look when we get down there. Just get the gear in. Right fast trying to get that trekking pole into the top of the thing, but yeah, I learned a lesson last time, so I've got these. I brought the pegs out and I brought this line out when it was slack further, and then tightened it down. Before I was just leaving it as it was, but when that's slack you can bring that in line with that then and just rearrange them. So hopefully, what I've done that trekking pole thing that I pinched off Novice Wild Camper, Mike's channel, and put a trekking pole there, and hopefully see if that has raised that anymore. So we'll soon find out. Right, I'm going to carry on setting up, and I'll get back to you when I'm all done. So there it is, the Unigear P3 sleep mat, and it's a beast of a mat. So I don't know the exact things off the top of my head, but if I find them I'll pop them up. But yeah, it's got lumbar support. I think it's for side sleepers really, but you see the different effects on it. There's a couple of review videos out there on this, so I'm not doing a review, just showing you this in my tent, which it about fills. So happy days. Can you remember this place? It's where I come with the Vango Hydra. I was actually down in this little hollow with that, but I thought, well, it's a canny little pitch. But I thought with the lanshan, I'll sit in the sun a little bit, face the sunrise hopefully, because that's where it's going down over there. It's coming down to get some water, fill my gravity bag up, but I don't know where I'm going to hang it from, but you can just lift it, just so I've got water for later on. I'm surprised down here it's a lot drier than it was last time when I came, but we've had a lot of rain, and everywhere else, all the fields when I've been walking the dogs and that have been absolutely swamped. But seems okay, yeah, so I'm going to see if I can grab a bit of water. Oh, something's just ran through there then. A little shrew or something maybe. Right. Oh no. I'll see if I can get that. You watch how quick this bag Gets a gallon of water in it. Taking it easy. Done. Now to get back up without killing myself. There we go. We made it. Nice. Oh, hope you can hear me. I'm all set now. Been and got me water. Inside's all sorted out. I'll shut that door in a bit. I'm just gonna have a quick brew. Little table I got off Amazon. I don't know if you can see it. It's a little metal one too. At first when I used it, it took us forever to try and figure out how it went together. But practice at home. It's always best to practice these things at home, innit? Practice at home a few times and I got it off, so happy days. Yeah, so I'm just going to have a minestrone cup of soup. Got the polymath stove on the go there, and I'm going to shut that door and I'm going to put the light in as well. I forgot about me, the little light. And that's it really. I'm not going to do a lot of filming. I'm just here to chill. I got the day off tomorrow unexpectedly, so I got home this afternoon. The bag was already packed anyway because I was going to go on a camp at some point, so sooner rather than later though. So right, I'm just going to have me brew and do what you do when you got time to kill, and then I'll put the drone up. So I hope you can hear me. I haven't put the mic on. I've lost it. Well, I haven't lost it. I know where it is, but I can't be faffed with it. And I'm lazy like that. Bought a load of these little dry bags as well the other day off Amazon. There were these, everything I buy is always on offer. A couple of different sizes, a couple of slightly bigger than this, some slightly smaller that I'm using as an electronics bag. But this is there's the veggie hot pot, adventure food, expedition quality. So I'm going to have a blast of that and see what it's like. And the other one I got was the pasta carbonara. They'll both get like, because I'm starving. So right, we'll have a look. Somebody, I used to be able to say to this, stop recording. It seems a lot of water. I've put my shoes, you see, I've brought my Crocs as well. I got that sick of trying to put me, but they're wearing out like, don't they? I got sick of putting my bloody boots on in and out of the, hang on, put you right. I'll turn you around. Yeah, I got sick of putting my boots. Oh! My boots on and off all the time. When you need to get up in the night for a pee. Ow, friggin' hell, that's hot that. Why don't they make it so the heat doesn't come out of it? Burn me bloody hands. Right. I'm trying to get all the dry bits mixed up. Oh, ouch, ouch, ouch. Oh, friggin' hell. I didn't think there'd be that. Well, I know I've just put boiling water into my bag and then in my hand, but... Ow, yeah. Oh, yeah, right. It's going on the deck. I can't be doing... melting my bloody hands. Right. Right, I don't know if you've already guessed, but some of you might have done. The place that I'm at, I said it was a permission the other week. It's not actually a permission. It was driving me mad, you know, that nearly wild campsite thing that you see in your feeds. Well, I joined it. I paid the 24 quid because I wanted places nearby that were. Anyway, I was throwing up a few like that I didn't even know about. And most range from like 10 to 15 quid. And this is one of those nearly wild that's listed, and I didn't even know this was here. So it's generally quiet through the week. They don't allow big groups or anything like that. It is just for thingy, but they do have water tap halfway up the hill there, and they've got some sort of compost. I'll show you them tomorrow. There's a little hole in the ground with a plastic thing on, but I think halfway up the bank there's a WC if you needed it. But when I come, I tell them I don't need any of it, so I mean, I've got no water supply. It's not on why I'm here, and the toilets aren't open why I'm here either, because I tend to come when it's just me. So, but yeah, but it's somewhere like this is. I mean, it's still wild camping. I've got no amenities or anything. No, I'm still having a sort of thingy. It's ideal for testing your gear coming somewhere like this before you take it. So I mean, I'm literally, I don't know, 700-800 yards from the car, just across that field that I was walking across at the start of the video to here. So I don't know, to me this is still wild camping. I'm on my own in the middle of a field, so it's no different to when people go hiking and put the field up put the tents up in a farmer's field when they're doing multi-day hikes and things. It's exactly what I'm doing here. I don't know, you please leave a comment, see what do you think of it. I think wild camping, there's all different sort of aspects of it, isn't there? There's people who go on multi-day hikes who enjoy that, and there's people who enjoy going up to the Lake District and getting above the fells and the views, which is fantastic. There's people like going up on the moors. There's people who like camping in woodlands and everything. So it's what you make of it, isn't it? As long as you're out enjoying what you enjoy doing. I think that's the main thing, and don't give a shit what anybody thinks about what you're doing. If you're enjoying it and it's right for you, it's right for you, and that's it. So this is a handy little place for me. I'd say it's about 8 miles. It's actually called the name of the thing. If you Google it, it's crazy because the place is called Sex How Farm, Sex How Park Farm. Yeah. And it's a lovely couple that run it, a young couple, little kid and that they've got as well. But they're absolutely lovely. Lucy and James, and they can't do enough for you really. So yeah, but I think now the summer's coming, it might get a bit busier on the weekends. But every time I've been, it's just been me, but I think I have been midweek or on a Sunday once, I think. I can't remember what day it was I came when I got the Hydra. But that's when I joined the nearly wild camping thing with the maps and that, so telling you where places are and listing them, and it lists all the prices and everything. It's quite handy. I said I'd never do it, but I don't know. Curiosity got the better of me in the end. So alright, frig it. I'll give you your 20 quid, I'll see where you are. So there's a few around here, but I'm not going to tell you where they are. You can get your hand in your pockets and pay your 20 quid. But yeah, but anybody who's sort of in the area, I know there's one lad who watches, will know exactly where Sex How is. He was trying to guess where I was before. But yeah, that's where I am, mate, Sex How. So, right, stop. Well, I'm in the tent. Look at all this. Man, this is a high map, but even so, literally saggy McSag. Yeah, it is a bit awkward getting around in this tent. Like I think I've spoilt myself on them buying the 2-man tents, which is really what you need. The porch has got plenty of room, don't get me wrong, but yeah, it is a struggle. I'm dreading having to get out and have a pee in the night. It'd be that J's is terrible. If you had the T-zip, you could just have both the doors open, you know, to get your legs round and stuff. I don't know. But anyway, so the mat feels comfortable, plenty of room on it and everything. And also I've been spoilt for pocketing the other one in this, because that pocket's right behind me there. I've not really got anywhere apart from down the side of me here. I don't know if you can see. There, that little blue bag. I've got my coat there as well. But I don't have there's not a great deal of look, see how this is sagging right in. Anyway, I'm gonna get the picture quality shit on this, so I'll get going. I'm gonna get to sleep. It's about 25 to 10 now, so well, the meals were alright. The not focusing, is it? The veggie hot pot thing, that was just like mashed potato with sweet corn and stuff in it, but saying that, it was tasty enough. And the pasta carbonara was basically just like one of those pasta sauce things that you buy, not the sauce, you know, the dried ones, macaroni cheese or whatever you get, and the packet bachelors, and you just add water to them and eat them out of a cup. They're basically exactly the same as that. So would I normally pay 12 quid for 2 packs of them? No, not really. I paid $4.50 each because they buy one get one at half price, so, and they were 6 quid each. So they're handy enough, I suppose, and they take up little room, but certainly 100% not worth not worth the cost. Honestly, you're better off just buying one of those macaroni cheese things from Aldi or somewhere for like 50 pence or whatever they are. So right, I'm going to bed. It'll be a split second before I see you again. But for me, hopefully, I'll have a decent night's sleep. So, night-night for now. Well, I've just got up for I don't know if you can see it, it's 2:30.
this will pick it up, but this is pretty bad condensation in this tent, like, especially obviously above where I am. I don't want to do it, but there, if you can see, and that's just sticking this inside because it's so baggy. It's just sticky. I don't think this will probably won't pick it up. This is just above my head, so you expect it, but I didn't think it was going to be as bad as this. Like, I've just been up for a pee, and the porch door is absolutely dripping. So the bottom end is just obviously just above me, but all this sag, as soon as you move or put your head up, you're pushing it all back. It's wet all up here. The inside it's not soaking wet, but it's not dry either. So yeah, and it's an adventure, and it's you guys go back to sleep in the head. It's an adventure in itself, friggin' getting out of this thing as well. It's easier getting out of a bloody hammock than it is this tent, with the top being on your head and then bending double. Alright if you're young and sprightly, but when you're my age, yeah, right, okay, I'm going back to sleep. It's 7:15. Got a little bit of frost going on the tent. I thought the temperature had dropped a little bit this morning. When I was awake at 2:30, it was reading, well, the weather guide thing, you know, said it was 4 degrees, and I felt it'd get a bit colder around about 5 o'clock. So it's obviously because I'm down in this dip as well, so cold air obviously sinks to the bottom. So yeah, right, I'm gonna get a brew on. Yeah, I was just surprised when I opened the tent. Just giving the tent a wipe down. Get a pack of these from Bargains or somewhere. They're not much a pound, like spongy cloth things, but they do the job. They do the job. Just to get the thick off. Good morning. Got my coffee. Got my vape. Slept really well. Apart from that, waking up at 2:30. That mat that is a lot wider, a lot more. I wouldn't say it's a lot more comfortable, but it is more comfortable because it's wider, and it was much better for me to sleep on than the X bed, and it stayed up all night. Obviously, I showed you the frost there. Now that has an R rating of 2, that Camfy P3, and Unigear Camfy P3, that's what it is. But if I laid on my back, which I don't often do, I couldn't really feel any cold coming through. But when I laid on my side, you know, like where your hip sort of lays and the pressure point, I could feel a little bit of cold. It wasn't ice cold or anything like that, I could just feel like a bit of cold. But it wasn't enough to keep me awake or anything, obviously. So I mean, it's now, I think it's about 7 o'clock. Oh, it's 7:15 now, and I've been up about 15 minutes. It's give the tent a wipe there. I'm in no rush to get away from here, like, so, well, as in the landowners said, you know, you're alright, just go whenever you're ready, go whatever. So I'm just waiting for the sun to come up behind the bushes over there and hopefully give this tent a bit of a dry out before I pack it away. Yeah, the condensation was horrendous, like, inside. But it's probably because I'm down in the valley, there's no breeze, and I'm by a river as well, so there's a lot of moisture naturally in the air, and obviously with the temperature dropping so much, obviously the heat from inside to the outside, but still, it was more than I expected, if I'm honest. And that sagging, even though it didn't bother me majorly, it was a bit of a niggle all the time, like, you know, it was constantly more or less on top of you once you got your padding and everything. Yeah, and also just the getting up, to get out, to get a pee and things, it is a chore because of the angle of the tent. Obviously your head, you're on the sagging's already touching you. You got to sit up and then pull your sort of knees up towards you, open the zip door and sort of swing yourself round, and it's the same process in reverse getting in. And when you sat on the mat, even in the centre of the peak of the tent, still not a lot of room. I know people bang on about these tents and that, so I'm only being honest in what my view of it is, you know. I think if you are doing multi-day hikes and everything, absolutely excellent tent, you know, somewhere where you're going to spend a long time walking, you're going to find somewhere, just throw the tent up, get in it, sleep till 5-6 o'clock in the morning, get out again, pack it away and go. Yeah, I mean, it's not a lot different, I suppose, to what I've done today, but I don't know. I don't know if it's for me or not, to be honest. I do like a bit more room, and I was surprised how little room there was as well, considering people saying it's a larger version than that. There's not really, you can't really get that much gear in, and because of the lack of pockets and everything, you can't store, there's not really anywhere. There's that small pocket for your phone, but if you would use that, well, for me, it'd be over my head and down the back, or getting to the phone. So I left the phone laid by the side and everything, and I put my coat in sort of the peak bit at the back of the tent on the inner, you know, as it's shaped like sort of how the tent is. I put a coat and things there, but you couldn't get a rucksack in there with you or anything. So obviously that's in the porch, which isn't a problem, but yeah. So I'm going to have my coffee. I'll give you a quick look round this Nearly Wild Camping site, which to me is basically wild camping because I haven't used their water. There's only one water tap. I'm just looking at it. It's just up there on the bank, just a cold water tap. And I'll show you the compost toilet over there. Now they do have another one when they get families. I think they've got like a metal porta cabin halfway up the hill behind the bushes there, in a wooden enclosed thing. I think that's still just a, I don't think there's a shower or anything there. It's just a toilet. And I think when they get other people here with these composting toilets, which I'll show you, they're basically they're just covered by a recycling, you know, your blue recycling boxes. One of them with a toilet seat and lid fashioned on top of it. I think they bring some, like, you know, toilet tents to put round them for people. But yeah, it's only a new venture for them. I think they only started it a couple of years ago, or maybe even last year. Yeah, but it's lovely. The people are lovely as well, and it's just somewhere you can come and test your gear. Yeah, so see, if I'd have went up onto Kringle Moor, up in the Cleveland Hills, if I'd have took the tent there, and that condensation and sagging became an issue, I'd have been stuck up there with a few mile walk back to the car and stuff. Or if the mat had failed or anything, you know, the camfy mat had failed. So at least with places like this, I can just come here. I'm, I don't know, a third of a mile from the car, I can test all the gear out and everything, and then I know I'm happy with it, I'm confident with it, you know. So right, I'm going on again, aren't I? Freaking hell, I never shut up, and it's only first thing in the morning.
Right, so why the tent? I'm all basically packed up, just got the chair to put in the bag. Me Crocs to tie on the back. I've just given that chance to dry out. Yeah, when I packed the mat and everything away, there was a little bit of a few splashes on the bathtub floor. I think that was just from that, what dripped down off the condensation. It's not a leak, just condensation that had got on that thing. Right, I'll show you the setup. This wasn't mowed last time I came. If you look back on my hydro one where I did it out, you'll see this was still all grown. But obviously it's getting to the busy-ish season, I think. So I think James must have been down with the little mower. Well, obviously he's been down with the little mower. But this is the composting toilet, what I was telling you about. There's still a bit of frost over here in the shade. Yeah, so that's it, and there you go. That's your system for doing your business. I'm not sure exactly how them composting toilets work. I mean, obviously I know how they work, but I don't know if do they supply mulch or something, so you do your business and then put a shovel of mulch over. That's how I thought it worked. Yeah, so basically you can set your tent up anywhere you like down this valley bit. I don't know about the top field, but and this is the river or the stream, beck, creek, whatever you want to call it, that runs along here. Let the daffodils out, the gorse. Edible. Oh, I've got some snowdrops. No, they're not snowdrops, are they? I'm not quite sure what they're like. I don't know. Some nice woodland plant. Yeah, there's the stream running along there, and that over there is the wood where I was in with the hydra. So, yeah, so it's not a massive area. It's not meant to be. It's not for millions of people to turn up to. So, just wants people here who respect the land, their land, and abide by the leave no trace and don't go around damaging things and cutting bits off trees and stuff. Oh, this is the fire pit area, so you can have your fires and that. I don't know if Lucy and James do provide wood if needed. I'm not 100% sure on that. They might do. I was just hanging around waiting for the tent to dry out a bit more on the inside. I managed to wipe a lot of the condensation off, but it's going to have to go in the garden anyway. So that's where I was. So as always, no matter where you are, even if it's your own back garden, leave no trace. Respect the countryside and respect other people's land. Well, not just because it's their land, just respect the land for respecting it. So, right guys, yeah, so there's a water tap there, which isn't on when I'm here. James does ask if I want it on, but I don't. I just use my gravity bag. And that there, halfway, well, sort of towards the top of the hill, that's the toilet. You're probably getting a bit of wind noise, because if I can hear it in my ears, it normally means you can hear it. Yeah, I've not actually had a look at this, so I'm going up a bank. It doesn't look steep. It's not too bad, it's only short, but yeah, so. And there's the other WCs. Give you a bit more privacy than the tent round that bucket in the ground. But yeah, right. That's me done for this one, guys. If you've liked the video, I'm not good. You've got two choices on that hill. You can get halfway up and then sort of go across and round, which is slightly longer and slightly less steep, or you can just go for it and do the steep bit, which is shorter, and get to the top. It's out of shape. Yeah, so guys, I don't know how long this video will be. Know me, about 4.5 hours. Titanic length. But yeah, if you've liked the video, please hang on. Get you out of the sun. If you like the video, please give us a thumbs up. It always helps. If you subscribe to the channel, as always, I really do appreciate it. Thanks, guys. And if you don't subscribe, please think about doing so. So until the next time, I'll catch you again from Sexhow Farm Park. Yeah, go on Google that and see what comes up. Right. See you later, guys. Adios, amigos.